Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Window Shopping. And we are doing something that we really haven't done, I think, on any episodes today, and that is we're going to talk about a historic home. So you might have seen that historic homes have started showing up in our regular emails. I know a lot of times we mostly do mid-century modern and modernist types homes. This is such a great example, though, of a home where somebody has really preserve the originality while updating the functionality for 2022. And I think we don't see homes that have that balance very often. So I wanted to kind of feature that and kind of talk you through what it is that we look for when we step into these kind of houses and what a lot of our clients really want when it comes down to it and what makes sense for the most people. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm very excited to show you this one. So this is 253 North Pine Street. It is located in Old Town, Orange, California. If you're not familiar with Old Town, it's really a great place to be because it gives you a lot of walkability, and it's also a college town. So there's kind of a very youthful vibe to it. They also have a lot of historic protections in place. So many of these homes, if they don't already have it, they are eligible for something called a Mills Act property tax contract that can significantly reduce your property taxes. So this home is listed at $1.685 million, but with a Mills Act contract, this might be more similar to the payment you would find in a home that costs under $1.4 million. So this home is not our listing. It's listed by Dan Slater of Orange Realty. It's 1,800 square feet, and it's not, that includes really two sections. So the garage has been sort of converted into kind of like a pool house type area. So there is some extra space. They've added a second bathroom. So this home does have two full baths in it, which is again a little bit unusual. These historic homes are usually left with one bathroom. And that second bathroom is out in the pool house. But I want to talk about really what makes this home special. It was built in 1923. It's on a pretty good sized lot, as you're going to see. And somebody is really, like, I think has very much threaded that needle so carefully of keeping everything that makes it a great historic home, but augmenting that to make it more functional. So if we take a look here, obviously front, we've got some curb appeal, a little porch here. Very nice color scheme on the house. Little porch. When you walk in, so there's a couple things that I look for in homes like this. Number one is I want to look for some of the original details, and that includes this woodwork that you see here, these built-ins on either side of the fireplace. Very common. This is a bookshelf over here with glass doors. On the left, this is actually a desk that folds down here from the front. That was very common for this era. The other thing that I noticed in this house that to me really stands out is that the woodwork is unpainted. And you can strip the paint and restore the woodwork if it's been painted, but it's kind of a lot of work. And to see a house that already has that done or was never painted in the first place is great. Another thing I see that's kind of a fun clue here is you'll notice the pictures are actually hanging. This is called a picture rail. There's actually a little bit of a groove on the inside of that. And you use this hook system that actually allows the pictures to hang, so you're not putting holes in the plaster. Another fun detail in this room is look at the ceiling detail. So we've got a tray ceiling here and then a cover on the edge, but there's really this nice, beautiful scallop detail in here too. And then the final thing I want you to look at in this room is I want you to look at the seating. This is a 7-person sectional, and we have an additional side chair. To have that kind of space in a living room in an older house, that's unusual. And there's really been given a lot of thought to functionality. Another viewpoint, you can see the front door here, which is beautiful glass front door. Many of the original light fixtures are also in place in this home. This light fixture here looks to be original to me. We've got this great dining space and kind of getting a glimpse of the kitchen. A lot of these houses were built on kind of a similar floor plan where you would have a living room in front, you'd have a dining area in the middle, and the kitchen would be towards the back of the house. And then a lot of times you'd actually have this little covered porch area with doors that went out to the driveway from that dining room space. And that's what you see here. This is, again, that little porch and kind of like pergola type thing. You can see it from the outside. Beautiful, beautiful built-in buffet in this dining room, arches, cove end tray ceiling, original light fixture. I mean, really, this is kind of a greatest hits of what you find in a historic home, and it looks to have been restored or maintained beautifully. And then this is the one real luxury feature that you just don't find in homes from this vintage, and that is a gigantic kitchen with a big island. This kitchen has obviously been enlarged. These homes, kitchens were a very simple affair when homes like this were built in 1923. So to have a kitchen that's been modernized, but done in a way that really fits the character of the house and fits in with the neighborhood, that is unusual. They've done a beautiful job. This was done in the last 5 years. Another angle from this, just lots of work area, lots of area for people to stand around. Really just a great remodel, beautiful countertops, 36-inch commercial style range here, microwave, and another, I think this is a speed oven, is located in the island. This is a bedroom that also has some nice built-ins in it and a lot of details. None of these rooms in this house just feel like a whatever room, like none of these are just boxes. Another chair rail in here, or a picture rail rather, with pictures hanging. Really a great space. We've got a large bathroom in here with a shower, toilet. Another bedroom. This one has, again, kind of that unpainted trim. Then we've got another bathroom in here with a clawfoot tub. Back to our living room view. And then we've got this little den nook kind of area in here, which I think is kind of cool. They have it set up as a desk. I think I'd set it up exactly that way as well. And then we've got a little bit of a music room add-on kind of over here that's just sort of like an extra space to do things with. And then we have a third bedroom. So, on paper, this is a 3-bedroom house, but the reality is it's a lot more functional than that. There's a lot more little extra spaces for desks or hobby areas to use. So you can see that front little room is right off here. This is a laundry area in back of the kitchen. This would have been called like a service porch when this house was built. They've done marble countertops and really some nice painted cabinetry. But what I love about this house is the attention they paid to the backyard. And you've got a fire pit for lounging right outside that back door next to the house. And then you've also got this grass space and then a pool. You've got a lot of privacy in this backyard. This pool also has a Baja shelf, so you can stick chairs in the shallow section here. Again, privacy with podocarpus plants, they don't shed. You've got a dining area back here, a spa. And then this is that garage that's been converted into kind of like an entertaining pool house space. So if you kind of open this up, or actually, I think the garage has been technically extended a bit. So you still do have garage space in this home as well. You've got a lounge area here, which they're kind of using like a family room with a larger TV. And then there is another bathroom back here that you can see in this property. So the reality is this actually has 3 bathrooms, not 2, but they're counting the 2 that are in. You can see an expansion here on the back side of the house, an outdoor kitchen. This house really has it all. And this price point for a home in Old Town Orange, from a 1923 house that probably started as about 1,200 square feet, 1,300 square feet, close to $1.7 million might seem pretty ridiculous. But when you look at the level of quality that you see in some of these other improvements, the pool, the landscaping, the thoughtfulness to the upgrades, the enlarged kitchen, this is one of those houses that's the best of both worlds. It has all the charm of an original bungalow, but this house is going to live and function like a much more modern house for entertaining. This is a house you can have friends over at. This is a house you can have, if you need more bedrooms, bathrooms, it actually works as a real house. So, what's the cost of having your cake and eating it too? Well, it's spending almost $1.7 million in Old Town Orange. Obviously, if you'd like to see this house, we would love to show it to you and represent your interests. If you also know of someone who's looking for a cool architectural home or has an architectural home to sell, we would love to help them with that as well. There's a link in the description down below where you can schedule a 15-minute, no cost, no obligation consultation with us. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and we will see you again real soon.